Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, June 16th, 2026, and it's like 2:05, 2:10 p.m. here in Chicago. So now I'm hearing on TikTok there's a lot more to the Carmelo Anthony story that we did not know about. There was an elderly woman, and I'll put the link in the comment section if you want it, if you didn't see it already. But there's an elderly woman who is saying that she was in the courtroom and it wasn't like anybody thinks, like where, Carmelo Anthony lunged at him and stabbed him. And they're saying that no witnesses ever said that. I don't know, but that's what they're saying. And the elderly woman is saying one of them fell on the other. I forgot who fell on whom, but they said, well, she said in this video that Carmelo Anthony had a tool that you can use to like loosen cleats or something like that. And she said it is allowed, like where Carmelo Anthony was. So, well, how come we don't know any of this shit? We didn't hear nothing about this. And then they're saying that black jury members were waived. And there was a bunch of other things that I had never heard before. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm like getting really, really suspicious, because if they know that, the story is nothing like what the masses think, what they could be doing is they know he's innocent, right? So they sentenced him to prison for 35 years. And now that he is in prison, what they could do is say, oh, okay, we'll investigate all of these other things people are saying. And they might investigate all of this new information and then say, oh, okay, he's innocent. And then they let him out. And that could take 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. And the whole time they knew he was innocent. But this was a way for them to get him to do time. You see what I mean? So they convict him, put him in prison. They know he's innocent. And then they let this information leak out so that it looks like they dropped the ball, but it wasn't intentional. You know what I mean? But the whole time, this could have been very, very intentional. You mean to tell me all of a sudden we're hearing about some older woman who's saying she was there and one fell on the other? It was in the video. And I think they might have done all of this on purpose just to get him to do something, even though they know they didn't have a case against him. This shit is crazy. I'm going to start you know how people really, really got into the Kanika Jenkins case here in Chicago? Remember the girl Kanika Jenkins? And they said she was found in the freezer, but then they said that girl in the freezer was way thicker than Kanika Jenkins. Remember all of that? I'm going to start trying to find a community that really tries to delve into what happened with Carmelo Anthony. Because Kanika Jenkins, there was literally at least one community that when I tell you they dissected that story, I think there needs to be one like that, a community of people who just dissect everything we were told about Carmelo Anthony's case. Because now that all of a sudden they're finding this information that, would definitely have given him a not guilty verdict. Now, you mean as soon as they convicted him, they did that on purpose, because now the paperwork and getting to the bottom of this new information could literally take years. And I think they did that on purpose, but I don't know. So let me know what you think. But I'm not grateful to hear this information. It's very disturbing. Because just like this information came out now, it could have come out as soon as the situation happened. There were a bunch of witnesses. I'm willing to bet you if you spoke to every single actual witness that was there, he wouldn't be in jail. He wouldn't be in jail. And then they got that was he Korean or whatever he was, that man who shot the black kid in the back, he was found not guilty. He murdered somebody. He murdered somebody's child in cold blood. The kid didn't take anything from his store. He was found. Let me not even talk about that because I want to stay on topic. Yeah, Carmelo Anthony. Now they got all of this new shit that what's the word, that proves that he's innocent. And I don't think that is just a matter of timing. I think that they deliberately timed it this way. All right, have a good one. Tell me what you think in the comment section.